Okay, with everything that's going on in my life right now, spending even 5 minutes on a YouTube video is definitely the least productive thing I could possibly be doing. I have to make this quick and keep on moving. But I just want to say real quick, I love Nintendo, obviously. When I'm excited about something Nintendo's doing or excited about a new game or system, I go over the top with it. Hence Operation Blue Wave over there. But when they do something I think is patently stupid, I'm not gonna pretend I don't think it's stupid. I'm not gonna, hold back my words. Um, uh, the reason I probably would have made a whole lot of other videos about things I think Nintendo needs to improve on, or things they should stop doing, or things they need to start doing. Uh, but I really just haven't had the time to make videos like I used to. I have literally a list of 30 different topics I can make videos on. I really can't at this point in my life with everything going on. But it's really ridiculous when I see Nintendo fans. Some Nintendo fans will just I mean, they'll just they'll just blindly follow Nintendo whatever they're doing, even if it doesn't make any sense. And it's really frustrating sometimes. I know Shogo's talked a lot about this lately. Um, Specifically, Nintendo needs to, when they do online, they generally do a really good job with it. So it's really ridiculous when you have a game for Nintendo 3DS, a fully internet connected system, a pretty robust online functionality. For the really the first time in a Nintendo system, 3DS I think really started Nintendo having a system that's really really integrated with having really seamless internet connectivity and such. And Mario Kart 7, that was a great game. Mario Kart 7 really pushed the boundaries of what online communities and such could be in a Nintendo game. But Mario Party's coming out for 3DS, and it's not going to have online. When they announced Mario Party for 3DS, I just assumed it would have online. There was no reason for me to think it wouldn't have online. And when I learned it wouldn't, I was very surprised. I was very disappointed. When I learned that when that Mario Party for 3DS would not have online, it went from on my list from being I would download that on day one. I would download that, sacrifice my ability to ever resell the game or get my money back if I didn't end up liking the game. I would have downloaded it at midnight, you know, and a full price retail game, that's a lot for me right now. I would have downloaded that midnight on day one if that game had a robust online. Instead, it has absolutely no online. So for me, that game goes from day one download, to maybe a year or two in the future if I see it Mario Party for 3DS on discount. I might buy it on cartridge, and frankly, I'd probably end up selling it eventually. And I don't sell games very often. And no, I'm not one of those like hardcore online gamers where like every game I play has to have online or I'm not going to play it. Frankly, the only game on dedicated game hardware that I play online is really Mario Kart 7. And I don't play that online that much recently. Like I'm not a big online enthusiast, but Mario Party is one of those games I would love to play online. You know, and I talked about this the mid November 2013 Nintendo Direct. I was tweeting like if you announce, I was really hoping Nintendo was going to surprise announce online for Mario Party 3DS, and they didn't. And I was tweeting, if you announce online for this, I will download this day one. And I'm not trying to diss you, but I'm just recounting this conversation. If the person who tweeted this at me reading, someone was tweeting at me, they were saying, oh, Mario Party. Why should you want an online option for Mario Party 3DS? Isn't the point of of the game to like be in the same room with your friends and play together? And it's like, well, not everyone lives in a Nintendo commercial where you're always going to have three other people in the living room to play video games with. That very rarely happens to me. I know a lot of my friends, a lot of my in-person, dear friends, I attend their weddings and stuff like that. Real friends. I really only get to interact with online, and that includes playing video games. And a lot of them have 3DS, and I enjoyed noting with them until that was taken away. I can make a whole other video about that. Um, and being able to play Mario Party online with with two or three of my friends, and even just the fun of just playing with three random people that you get put in a paired up with, like you get paired up with 300 people and you play in Mario Kart 7. That would be fun. It's more fun than playing with computer controlled characters. And and they were just arguing. Well, I'm like, well, if it's good enough for Mario Kart, which is a multiplayer, Nintendo game, then why isn't it good enough for Mario Party to get the same treatment? And you see, this person was arguing that, oh well, Mario Kart's competitive, so it can be online, but Mario Party is about being with your friends, so it's good that there's no online option. And I'm like, you know, I mean, and I get the vibe that, and I see it in a few people like saying things like this when Nintendo doesn't include online in a game that should obviously have online, and that people are saying that about Super Mario 3D World. Super Mario 3D World, I don't really think online is that important, but why should I mean if they ought to have put in the effort to have online. I mean, but I personally would have never used Mario Kart, uh, played Super Mario 3D World online if they had it. Me personally, but it should be there. It should be an option. But anyway, yeah, it's not gonna be. Yeah, I'm not gonna get the game at launch, and if ever, because it doesn't have online. And when Nintendo does online, like in Mario Kart 7, they do a good job at it. So it's really sad that they didn't put in the effort to put in online functionality in Mario Party 3DS. They lost a sale. They just flat out lost a sale. I mean, I don't buy a whole lot of video games. I might buy two or three retail video games a year. That's including retail downloads, and actual, like, going to a brick and mortar store and buying it. I might only buy two or three games a year. Mario Party 3DS would have been one of them, but it won't be now because it doesn't have online. It's that simple. And I'm not going to like just brown nose Nintendo just because they're my favorite console manufacturer, one of my favorite developers. So that's that. I gotta get moving, and thank you very much for watching.